So the BBC has announced a partnership deal with YouTube, right? So now they're going to be producing video content on the video streaming service, which I think is quite interesting. So let me just share my screen and let's just get into it real quick. Let's go. So BBC to make shows for YouTube in landmark new deal. The BBC has announced a landmark deal with YouTube, which will see the corporation make content that is tailor-made for the video streaming service. And it says the broadcaster has previously used YouTube, which is owned by Google, to promote clips and trailers for its own shows in the UK. But the new move will see the BBC make content primarily aimed at YouTube's digital native younger audience, although it may also be made available on the BBC's iPlayer and Sounds platforms. So this isn't particularly surprising for me, but I do think that this is an interesting move and it's an interesting sort of insight into where things are going as far as media and video content is concerned, right? And even if I share my screen, one moment, let me share my screen. So YouTube, this came out last year. So this came out 30th of July 2025. So it said YouTube is now second only to BBC as media destination. So based on that, it said YouTube has become the UK's second most watched media service behind only the BBC, according to Ofcom's annual report. And 1 in 5 young viewers go to the video sharing platform first when they turn on their smart TVs. The country's media watchdog found while older people also watch more of its content. So that is particularly interesting because I agree. I don't watch TV like that. I haven't watched TV like that in a while. Unless I'm watching the news, I don't really watch live TV like that on my TV. I'll just be put it on YouTube. And also I got YouTube Premium. So with that, I just watch it like it's just normal TV, watching my shows and stuff like that as well. But the reason why I wanted to even discuss this today and to share this video is to really showcase the importance of what media has become and how you need to look at yourself as your own sort of media hub or media platform, if you will. And with me dropping daily content every day for 1,000 days, right? This isn't a thing where I'm doing it just for the sake of doing it. I'm doing it as a live documentation of what it means to build a £1 million personal brand. And through doing that, I'm literally treating it like a series, like a show, right? And you see me every single day if you're locked in and you're subscribed, dropping content, sharing different insights, sharing my thoughts and opinions on different things, sharing my expertise, sharing my knowledge, all the things that effectively make me me and make me unique in a sense. And everything, my quirks, like the way that I talk, the way that I act, the everything, the authenticity of things is what I think is an important element of building your own media hub. And as far as I'm concerned, if you're in the process of building your personal brand, right, and you're building your business brand, then you can't afford to not document and to not produce content. And by all means, if you don't want to be putting your face out there, then that's on you. That's fine. However, there are various ways that you can still produce content without having to have your face plastered online all the time. There's so many different ways, and there's so many different sort of strategies and techniques that people are incorporating within building their brand, whilst being able to produce the videos that can actually help them in their pursuit of what they want to do, right? And I think with these particular things, we need to just also learn to hear the news and the updates, but then also see it from a bigger picture. Because if the BBC has signed a partnership deal where they'll be producing content on the platform, by default, that means that there's going to be people who are actually going to be looking for YouTubers, content creators, people who have been making content for years, and they're going to be looking to align themselves to develop content. This is a new way to align yourself with the BBC as a way to generate and develop content for YouTube. YouTube has become the new TV in a sense. Now, not many people are really focusing on producing content on the hopes that it gets landed on TV. People are now realizing that now I can just produce content on YouTube alone, and it may get picked up from a bigger company on the basis that they've seen it on YouTube and they know that it's not leaving the platform, but then it just may just transfer over to another channel where it just gets a lot more reach and it gets a lot more people watching the content. So I think this is a very interesting time that we are in, with the sort of reinforcement of producing that content and to document the process and document the journey, because all of us have a story to tell. All of us have things that make us interesting, that make us unique, which make us special. We all have a competitive edge no matter what. It can be anything. It's for you to understand exactly what that thing is and how you're able to translate that into opportunity that you can just use to document your story. And I understand that it's not easy sometimes. And I do the the daily videos just to showcase as an extreme. But you don't have to be dropping daily videos like myself. You can just focus on, if you want to focus more on the quality rather than the quantity, then you can showcase and document in a way that makes the most sense for you. But ultimately, I think with this partnership deal as well, I think it really just opens up so many opportunities for actors, actresses, people who are in that creative field, theater, performing arts, all those things within that realm where you have people that are showcasing their skills and their efforts online. That's just become a new way for you to be, for people to find you for these opportunities where you can be featured on these shows. And it probably just all comes from you just documenting your process and your journey of what you're doing online, right? And I'm going to find there was a thing that I saw on LinkedIn that I thought was quite interesting. I'm going to see if I can find it and share my screen, because funny enough, I actually recorded this video before, and then there was a situation with my camera which was not cool. But hopefully I can find it again and I can reinforce the point that I want to make as well. But ultimately, with this whole element of YouTube partnering, or BBC partnering with YouTube, is this is the one. Yes, I found it. Let me share my screen real quick. Let me share. All right, so nice. So I came across this when I first initially recorded the content, and someone from the BBC, head of digital development, have a commissioning opportunity. So they're literally looking for, they're inviting two production companies to develop and produce a variety of formats for a new YouTube channel focused on showcasing perspectives and encouraging dialogue and debate for 16 to 24 audiences. We're looking for UK-based production companies, including those that who collaborate with or are led by digital creators who can combine YouTube native storytelling with strong editorial, right? So that in itself really just showcases how this is really showcasing and shifting the landscape of what it means to document your journey, to be a content creator, to develop content that resonates with you. Because just from the fact that this news has been announced and now you have commissioning editors and people that are looking for talent within those areas to develop content for them, that's a whole new revenue stream just off the back of you doing the content that you would have done anyway, or that you wanted to do to really just boost your prospects and your personal brand. And from the perspective of that, with you documenting and producing this content in a way that aligns with where you want to go for the foreseeable future, you have all of the examples of your work and everything to showcase who you are, why you're the best obvious choice for this particular opportunity, and why you're better than the other people who can be selected, right? So For me, I think it's a win-win positioning that we need to look at it on the basis of us developing content for ourselves, right? Not only do we get more comfortable and confident on camera, not only are we able to showcase ourselves in a more authentic, honest way, and not only are we in a position where we can actually use it as a way to leverage for opportunity by showcasing our efforts and how much commitment and dedication we have to what we've been doing, but it can also drive opportunities that we just did not think was feasible or possible for us, right? So with that, I just want to leave you with the fact that you are your own media channel now. You are your own media hub. You are your own media institution. But it's with you understanding that and realizing what you can do in a way that works the best for you to showcase who you are in the best way that will provide you opportunities for years to come. So I say follow the signs. All these updates I'm giving you, I want you to just follow the signs of what I'm telling you and use that as reinforcement as to why you need to be showcasing yourself a lot more, right? But on that note, that's what I'm going to leave you with. But if you like that video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are. Has this inspired you to want to start creating content on YouTube, or are you still not really involved in that content side of things? Let me know. I'll be interested to hear what you have to say. But yeah, enough love, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace out. Look after.